Good morning, heroes, and welcome back to our Cultist Tank. We still haven't done any dungeons. We've just been relying on dungeons for now, or not dungeons. We've been relying on quests for now. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. No real major changes to the Cultist with the last few patches, so we don't really have to worry about any of our skills coming undone. As far as our presences go, we still have Zoth, Assume the Presence, giving melee damage, dealt a 5% chance to summon a tentacle of the old gods for 15 seconds. Blade of the Empire now has a 20% increased chance to summon the tentacle of the old god. We've got Cthulhu, Unholy Presence, giving damage dealt by you a 20% chance to increase your haste by 15% for 6 seconds. Blade of the Empire increases the range of Blade of the Empire by 35 yards and grants it an additional spell power scaling. There is Yogg Saron, Crazed Presence, giving damage dealt by you a 15% chance to heal up to 10 allies within 10 yards for 27. Blade of the Empire now heals the 5 lowest health nearby allies within 30 yards for 50% of the damage dealt, which is the one that we usually run. And then there's Siraj, Assume a Powerful Presence, giving damage dealt by you 20% chance to absorb the next 46% damage taken. Blade of the Empire now spoils the ground. That should just be spoils, I think. Beneath enemies in an 8-yard radius for 8 seconds, reducing their attack power and shadow resistance, scaling with stamina. That one's the actual tank one, I think. I hate yawning. But that being said, I like running this one while we're doing quests because that gives us more health back. This one just makes it to where they take more damage. If we had a healer early on, we would run, like if we were doing dungeons, we would run this one so that we don't need to run this one in dungeons. Alright. I want to finish up some quests. I want to get to officially level 20. I know I marked that as our title, but we're level 17, technically. We're almost 20. I figured it was close enough to not have to split hairs with it. But yeah, so far we haven't done any dungeons. We've just been doing quests. I think we played for like an hour, hour and a half last time, and got to level 17 as a tank, which is pretty dope. I still think, even though it wouldn't make too much sense, I still feel like this guy should be a two-handed tank, like the Death Knights in retail. I just think thematically that would just make more sense to have it work that way versus a sword and board like warrior-esque style. I want to grab this. We need that for a different quest. But yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know. To me, it makes more sense if you have it more like a Death Knight than a warrior. I don't even think we have a tank. Ooh, excuse me, these dang yawns. It's like I haven't yawned since I woke up, but then the second I hit go live, that's when my brain's like, we need to yawn. But like I don't think, I'm trying to rack my brain to remember, but I don't think any of the tanks in this game are two-hander tanks. I think are all sword and board. I could be wrong. Y'all would have to tell me if I'm wrong. I'll have to go back through the list to find out. But yeah, I think they're all, I think they're all two-hand or all sword and board. I don't think a single one of them is two-hander. Which again would just mean that the cultist has more opportunity to do that. Well, I don't know. I think the Reaper tank is two-handed. Now that I think about it, I think he is two-handed, which sort of makes sense. You know, wielding a big scythe kind of thing, but oh, do we get a new skill? No. All right, so we had gone down this way. What is this one? Shift your position forward 20 yards. All right, that's a teleport, which is useful. I like that one. Increases damage dealt by your tentacle. I don't really use those. Your Abyssal Ward protects from 3 additional attacks. Okay. Increases the effectiveness of damage absorption effects on you. Your Void Shield now absorbs 20% more damage. Increases the chance to trigger your presence by 5%. Empire's Grasp. Teleport an enemy to your position, silencing them. That's good for PvP. Shift your position forward 20. Okay, that was that. Increases your strength, stamina, and intellect by 4%. I like that one. So we'll grab this one, and then we're going to grab Empire Commander next. Ugh. Okay. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if I'm building this guy wrong, though. What's up, Primalist? I like your mount, dude. Like, that is a really dope mount. Whee! Alright, there we go. Now we just gotta go turn in these 2 quests, because we'll go turn that one in and then go grab that one. Then on our way back, we'll stop and grab that quest, because it's gonna bring us here anyway. Really? But anyway, the quest that you pick up here just takes you over here to Crossroads anyway. So that's good. There is a quest right up there. We might go do it. Just so we can get this whole little corner done. I don't know. One of the things I like about the add-on that we use is you can see all the quests. And because of that, you're able to actually really dig into like quest lines that you normally would not get to see. Put that one there. Boom. That works. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like, if you didn't have an add-on being like, okay, there's all these quests over here, ooh, that was a really nice mount, bro. Like some of the quests you would completely miss, and if you're really into like looking up the lore and figuring out what's what in the world, especially for new players who've never played World of Warcraft before, being able to go do some of these quests and seeing where they are is phenomenal. And it allows you to really immerse yourself into what's going on in the world. Why is the Horde and the Alliance constantly fighting? Why, are you having to go off and save these certain people? So, blood and thunder. It's really fun. Like, when you can really just dig into it. Now, I will say that sometimes you will get glitches like this where it will be like, hey, flawed power stone, you need to collect this. We can't collect it because we've already completed that quest. But, yeah, it's by far probably the best. Like, any add-on that you can put on that allows you to see all the quests and collect all of the lore-related things is amazing. I will say that I am considering playing some Bronzebeard. They have really outdone themselves, from what I understand, with Bronzebeard. And I say that because they've added new crafting to Bronzebeard, which is a very similar crafting to what we have already. So for like example, if I craft a piece of leather, I have a chance of adding intelligence to it, or more agility, or things like that when I craft. And they've added that to the Bronzebeard server. On top of that, Bronzebeard is also going to be getting very unique like crafting stations out in the world to craft more unique gear. So I think at a certain point we may start adding in some Bronzebeard content to the channel for the people who play Bronzebeard or interested in Bronzebeard. Also, they are adding a whole new server from another group of modded Warcraft group, server, whatever you want to call it, they are going to be getting added to us. So it will all be under one banner. So that will actually give us access to their game as well. So we can always go check that out as like a, hey, in case you're, you know, tired of Ascension for whatever reason, or you want to play a different server. So that's pretty neat that they're doing that they're going to be working to get those guys transitioned into us, so that will actually boost our servers as well for people that are interested in figuring out what Ascension is, and for people on Ascension to figure out what they are. It's really cool. I don't off the top of my head remember. Hold on, let's go figure out what that server was called. I did turn that in, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's pull this up. Let's go back over to, no, not Ellery. Is it under Ascension? It is called Project Epoch. Will be joining us. Quick updates on Project Epoch until Project Epoch is reopened will be Epoch updates. Okay. So yeah, it's not active yet, but Project Epoch will be coming to the Ascension side to put it all under one house, which makes it easier for them to get better updates and server support and things like that. Let's see. So far, according to Dutch, core team has applied dozens of major performance improvements to Epoch so far. The vast majority of the performance changes have now been implemented. These changes will be tested in the stress test. Platform team is preparing the necessary changes to the launcher to allow Epoch client to be a dropdown, and the expectation is you will be able to download the Epoch client in the next launcher update. So we could check that today. Work is currently being done to make Epoch client compatible with Ascension's improved authentication. This is expected to be done by tomorrow. This was sent out yesterday, by the way. The mini Epoch servers ordered are incrementally being delivered and set up as they become available. Tomorrow, the major milestone will be getting test servers up and going over the performance changes internally. Any Ascension accounts registered at this point will, of course, be able to play Epoch. So it doesn't look like you're going to have to really do any additional like steps in order to play Epoch if you want. Oh, excuse me. I'm not familiar with Epoch enough to be able to like tell you what's what on that. We'd have to go look it up. But it's neat that we are partnering with a completely new server to allow for stuff like that. All right. So we did get another point. We could grab Curse of Sarge. Curse enemy within 10 yards, dealing 38 shadow damage instantly and 138 shadow damage over 8 seconds. That's pretty good. We could grab reduce the cooldown of Tentacle of the Gods by 20 seconds, which gives us Doom Cloak. Requires shields. Shield yourself in a magic barrier that absorbs 169 damage last 12 seconds. While active, magic damage taken is reduced by 50%. Protection of the Old Gods. Increases your parry chance by 5% and your block value. I like that one. That one's actually a really good one right off the rip there. Sergeant Enforcer increases the damage dealt by your Twilight Shield Tosh by 100%, but causes it to no longer bounce. Or Bouncing Thoughts. Your Twilight Shield Tosh now hits an additional enemy for every 20 insanity you have. So the more insanity we can build, the more our Shield Toss works. We also have Wavering Pride. Damage dealt by your Curse of Sarge now applies Wavering Pride. Reduces the enemy attack power by 35% of your strength and slows them by 35% for 10 seconds. That actually might be worth picking up then. So yeah. Ooh, apply. And then, do we have any skills that we can learn? No. Okay. We are going to run over here, and we are going to learn a little bit faster mount speed.
What can I help you with? Roktar.
There we go. And then we are going to empty out our bags here, sell all this nonsense.
Go in peace.
Okay. Let's pick up some of these quests here. And I think we will start doing dungeons as soon as we pick up this skill, which will be the next one we grab. It's just another way to grab aggro as quickly as possible on as many targets as possible. So in 2 more levels, we're 19, so 21 we'll start doing dungeons. That shouldn't be too many quests, honestly. Like, we could do just her quest line, because it doesn't take long to do hers. So, what's up, Mango? How's it going? But yeah, the fact that we're getting a whole new group of people, a whole new server, and it apparently has enough players that it has multiple servers inside of its game that is being transitioned to us is actually really, really neat, because that's a lot of players that could potentially come over to our side and start really influencing the market and just overall making it easier for us to get things. But it's also a way for people who have been, you know, playing a lot of Ascension, who might be getting burnt out on Ascension content, to go to a different server for a little while and play something new for a bit, but still keep that general idea. From what I read, they have their own like online store thing for their stuff. Their online store will still be their online store. It won't be attached to Ascension's online store for stuff. So the currency that you get to buy stuff in Ascension will not be the same as Project Epoch, which is fine. I think it would be ridiculous in some cases, especially for like content creators like us who have access to getting awarded the currency for stuff. I think it makes it really, really good. Yes, Cultist is sword and board, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. But yeah, it makes it to where they still get their doings, so to speak, for people who are willing to buy stuff on their store versus buying it on the Ascension store and then the Ascension team having to figure out how to split those funds or make sure that they get paid appropriately and things like that. So keeping the stores separate, I think, is a good idea. All right. We can go turn this in now. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think having it as a two-handed class makes more sense. Make it more Death Knight-esque versus Warrior-esque. What's up, kitty cat? Oh, you're good, sis. You need help finding something? Ah,
Glory to the Horde. Farewell.
is it something that you may need me to pick up on my way home tonight? Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, she's fine.
Maisie, come on. Come on, baby.
I can make sure she gets out of here when I leave.
Thank you.
My sister's like a do-it-yourself DIY or DIY or whatever genius, so she has so many projects that she can do, and it's phenomenal to watch her do it. Plus, she's by far probably the best person I've ever known. I mean, this girl has fostered kids, adopted kids. I mean, she's an amazing person. Um, so it's real fun. It makes being in the house sometimes an absolute insanity with, 6 kids, but she's by far one of the best people I know. So wow, we're getting a good drop chance. Of course, I just said that out loud, so now we're gonna be like not getting any more for a while. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get the cat out. Do you want to leave the room? Huh? Do you want to leave the room, pretty? Oh. Okay. I'm back. Cats are probably the most interesting creatures on the planet because they can go from being, oh, hey, I'm so independent to, holy crap, you need to help me. I don't know how to do this. Please help. Alright, as we head back to camp to turn in the hooves, because we just completed that, we're going to take out any of these Sunstriders that we find. We don't really need to take out all of them. We don't need to get all 12 right this second, because we're going to pick up a couple other quests that require us to fight these guys anyway. So, but yes, Mango, I 1000% agree that we need to have, like, this should go from sword and board to two-handed. It makes more sense that way to me. It gives it more of a Death Knight feel. Things like that. But I'm not the developer. I do not make those decisions, unfortunately. Okay, we turn this in.
Loktar. Go with honor.
Then she wants us to go take out the Prowlers. And the best place to go for the Prowlers is actually right up over here. Level 19, almost level 20. We just got to get to 21 so we can grab up Cursive Sarge. I hope I'm saying that right. Like, I honestly have no idea if I am or am not saying that correctly. Da, 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 da. Okay. I mean, we're not doing bad for being on for 30 minutes. We'll pick up his quest later, if we even keep doing quests. It really just boils down to how fast we're doing dungeons. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the chat in game. And I agree, for the most part, with what people are saying. Like, I get that people don't want their characters to get deleted, and when the game goes live, they want it to be ported over. But I get why they're going to wipe everybody. Like, it makes sense so that you don't have people clearing and getting world firsts on the server. Not that I don't think this company does world firsts, but like, I get why you would want to have it as fresh as possible. And there we go. Jeez. Stupid sinuses. Alright, we just need a few more claws. Oh, I didn't need to fight this guy. There we go. And see what I mean? Like, you have other quests that do give us the raptor heads that we need. So there's no real point in, like, trying to do this quest right off the rip. Just keep doing other quests, and as you run into raptors, just take them out. Makes it extremely easy to do this quest. Because you can see, there's raptors everywhere. But yeah, with all the changes to Bronzebeard that have gone on, as much as I've tried to stay away from that classic WoW feel, I think it would be neat, like maybe once a week we stream a character on Bronzebeard. So I have a feeling that I'm going to go ahead and get the Bronzebeard server, since I have not seen an email letting me get the Bronzebeard server, even though they keep claiming that they sent out all those emails and that there's like 30,000 that have not been claimed or something like that. I have not seen a thing. I may dig deeper into my emails and find out, but I haven't seen it, and so I don't think I have it. But either way, I mean, again, because I like the things that this dev team does, I'm not afraid to just buy it. So now we're gonna go to Ezekiel. He's up this way. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because, you know, I get people and their reaction going, hey, I think it's, we got 2 new skills. Hold up. Restore sanity. Remove the total madness effect from an allied cultist. Resetting their insanity. That's dumb. Okay, get that off my thing. And satiate. Begin draining your insanity and regenerating 3% of your maximum mana every 0.4 seconds for 6 seconds, but increase damage taken by 20%. No, thank you. That's the Abyssal Ward. I don't need to worry about that one either. Oh, I don't know. What do I have down here? Corrupt Mind. Spread Madness. Oop. Spread Madness. Fearing them in place. No thank you. Remove 1 curse effect. And that's a presence, which we don't have to worry about because it's over there. Interesting. Said we had stuff to turn in, but we don't. But yeah, I'm thinking like once a week, do Bronzebeard content. I don't know what class I would do. I know the last time I played, I was super partial. Like, if we're talking vanilla only classes, I was super partial to Druid and Warrior. More specifically with Druid, I was a fan of the Boomkin. So that might be roundabout what I want to do. It's this way. I think it's trying to take me there, maybe? I don't know. But the class that I have the most time with is Warrior. In fact, on original World of Warcraft retail, I have an achievement from back in, I want to say it's 2008, where my warrior ended up getting every weapon class it had access to maxed out. So okay, that quest is now done. Let's see. This quest right here is Northern Barrens. We're going to remove this one. There we go. Now we're going to go turn in Ichiaki? I don't know. Teriyaki. I'm going to call him Teriyaki. But yeah, I think you guys would have to let me know. Like, would you guys be interested in seeing the new content with Bronzebeard and that kind of stuff, or do you guys want to just see more conquest? Ooh, I got the song. More Conquest of Azeroth until it goes live. Like, I'm good either way. I really would like to do Bronzebeard, so if you guys don't care to watch me play Bronzebeard, I'll probably do it on some off time then. Because the other thing too is if I give myself, like if I buy Bronzebeard, I automatically get to give it to somebody else. So like I could give it to Devin and then we could play it together, or I could do a thing where I could give it to all of you guys, like, you know, just pick somebody at random and give it to them if they don't have it. Things like that. Could turn it into a giveaway or something. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I've been kicking around the old noggin to figure out if it's something that would be worth doing for the channel. So, but I am curious what you guys think. All right, Angry Scythe Claws. See, there we go. We want to track this quest. It is way down here. Way to the south. Oh. So, yeah, I would be curious to know what you guys think or what you guys would want to see. I think Bronzebeard would be neat to put on the channel, like I said, at least once a week, and still focus on doing Ascension, and then we may do, you know, like 4 days out of the week is, or well, let's see, because my 2 days off I just focus on videos, so that puts us down to 5 days. So what, do 3 days Ascension, do 1 Bronzebeard, and then when Epoch goes live we would do one Epoch, just so that we can cover pretty much everything that's available to us that's unique. I think that would be pretty exciting to do. I don't want to fight these guys yet. And I didn't make the crossroads my home, so I'm still set up Workamar. So I can't hearth when I completed this. I should have thought about that, but I didn't, because I'm special. Plus, I'm also thinking that it would be, it might be a little bit more interesting instead of focusing on one class at a time, since we still have so many classes to get through, that we may start doing, like, you know, let's say Tuesdays are the Cultist until he hits max level, and then Wednesdays are Barbarian, and Thursdays are, you know, I don't know, Chronomancer, or whatever, you know, like, each day is a different class, a different character. Requires a Sunscale Feather. You're telling me I don't have enough Sunscale Feathers from all the Sunscales we're taking down? Like, I've already almost completed it. Yeah, see, I have to. There we go. But yeah, I think that would make it easier for us to get more classes done than trying to just focus on one at a time. You know, doing 3 or 4 at a time instead of just one. And then, of course, whatever classes we finish on my 2 days off, I focus on getting videos built for that, so that we can get more builds out as fast as possible. Which also just means that on my downtime when I'm not streaming, I'll need to put in a little bit more work. There we go. So 2 quests now completed we can go turn in. So you'll notice a whole bunch of stuff disappeared off of our map. But I think that will make it easier in the long run to get more builds out for you guys. Just because, like, I feel like it's taking us too long to get one class done. Like, technically, our healer isn't done. It's at level 55. I've got 5 levels to go in order to start doing builds for it. So I play it when I have time offline. And then, you know, I got to get that one to 60 because we just finished the Pyromancer. So I don't really have anything set up. So I got to get that done before Sunday so that I can do videos on Sunday. Because Monday I'm going to go help Devin because he's getting ready to move into a new house. So I'm going to go help them get stuff packed and moved and whatever I can on Monday. So before I head out there, because I think he works Monday, so I will probably work on videos until mid-afternoon and then drive out to his place to meet him at home. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, get that done because I'm going to have to get videos started on Sunday for that. So I've got the rest of this week. Today's Wednesday, so I've got when I get home tonight, then when I get home on Thursday, then before stream on Friday and Saturday, I'll have to do a little bit of leveling and hope to hit 60 before Sunday.
Glory to the horde.
But once you get into the 50s, like, it is super slow to level, unfortunately. Alright, he gives us the Stolen Silver quest, which is way down here. Technically, what it wants us to do right now is to go up over here, clear all this, run up over here, clear that, run all the way down here, clear this, and then run over here to turn in stuff. Is technically the way it wants us to go. We will go ahead and do the disrupt the attacks quest. We are 21 though, so we can now pick up this. That's going to be 0 for us. I know I said I was going to do dungeons, but I'm actually having fun just running through and clearing as many quests as we can for now. I don't know. We'll give it until we hit the hour mark, and then we'll do a couple dungeons and see how it goes. Let's try out, I know we're doing healing, but I want to try this one out real quick. I mean, it works. They are taking more damage. We can leave that one alone. I have to say, we're not really having a hard time with health. I don't know if that's because we're now, like, very consistently staying above the 40 insanity. Which is good. We can pop that. Okay, we need one more hunter and a bunch of thorn weavers. Okay, we just need one more hunter now. It's not bad. We're not getting the same kind of healing, but we are doing more damage, which is nice. There we go. Alright, let's go turn in that quest. Because it's going to give us another one. Do do do. Do 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 do. Project Epoch. Sorry, I got lost in reading what Project Epoch is. Sorry, my bad. I forgot. That's my ADHD kicking in there. Reporting supplies to the crossroads. No. Disruption ends. There we go. That's the one that we want. And yes, we will pick up the supplies to crossroads because that's also over there. Okay, so I pulled up Project Epoch. Let me tell you guys what this is. Sorry, I was sitting there reading, trying to figure out if it was something worth a darn to put on stream, but I definitely will. So let me pull this up over here because this is coming to us very soon. Testing is going underway. As you can see, this is Project Epoch. It is a new era of Classic Plus. Project Epoch delivers an expansion's worth of new content to the world we all love, adding fresh areas, stories, dungeons, and challenges across Azeroth. Built on the robust and modern foundations of the Wrath of the Lich King client, Epoch doesn't just expand the game, it elevates it. This blend gives us the tools to push the limits of what Classic Plus can be, offering a smoother, more stable experience while honoring the heart, soul, and legacy of the entire classic trilogy: Vanilla, The Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King. A world reimagined. Across Azeroth, Project Epoch has not only reimagined familiar locales, but expanded the world itself, adding brand new towns, encampments, questing zones, and hidden corners waiting to be explored. To fill this vast new landscape, we've crafted over 1,600 custom quests and introduced more than 2,000 new creature types, including hundreds of rare creatures scattered across the world. Whether you're a fresh adventurer or a seasoned wanderer, there's always something new to discover. New possibilities. Players can explore 8 new race and class combinations, introducing exciting pairings like Dwarf Shaman and Undead Paladin. We offer a 61-point talent system that gives every class deeper customization and fresh strategies across the board. Classes have received meaningful updates, from new abilities and talent reworks to additional flavor and careful retuning, blending the very best of Burning Crusade design with Epoch's own unique innovations. Purposeful professions. Project Epoch brings professions to life with hundreds of new professional focused quests, fresh recipes, and crafted items that matter. Every profession, except engineering, offers meaningful stats and function bonuses, ensuring your chosen craft feels impactful both in and out of combat. Whether you're forging, enchanting, or brewing, your skills truly shape your journey. Daring Dungeons. Project Epoch features a mix of brand new dungeons and careful remade classics where every encounter has been thoughtfully updated. We've taken painstaking care to add fresh mechanics, exciting loot, and new challenges every dungeon in the game, ensuring each run feels rewarding, whether you're tackling old favorites or stepping into all new depths. Ruthless Raids. Project Epoch reimagines raiding by transforming classic 40-player raids into focused 25-player experiences, and 20-player raids into tight 10-player challenges. Alongside brand new raids, every encounter has been rebuilt with fresh mechanics and exciting rewards, offering a refined and thrilling raid journey. Time flows. Project Epoch runs on its custom Epoch time system, an accelerated day and night cycle, and transforms how you experience Azeroth. Rare creatures, special quests, and unique encounters appear only at certain times, making the passing of time a meaningful part of your adventure. Every play session offers shifting challenges and opportunities for those who explore with the clock in mind. Clash in Combat. Project Epoch offers a full suite of PvP content, from classic battlegrounds and arenas to a handcrafted custom PvP system designed just for Epoch. Whether you're a casual skirmisher or a seasoned gladiator, there's meaningful, engaging PvP waiting for you across the world. Heritage awaits. Project Epoch includes a racial knowledge system, letting you swap your racial abilities for those of another race. These new racial sets aren't just handed out, they're unlocked through lore-rich max-level questline that take you across the world, immersing you in culture, history, and challenges of the race you wish to adopt. Rare foes. Project Epoch has scattered hundreds of new rare creatures across Azeroth, ensuring every zone offers fresh surprises and valuable rewards. These elusive foes come with unique loot and present exciting challenges for players. Challenges for players eager to explore, hunt, and conquer the wilds of the world. Keep your eyes sharp. Rare prey awaits. Azeroth Giants. We have transformed world bosses into intense, faction-limited world PvP brawls, where rival players clash for the right to claim the kill. Taking down these massive threats isn't just about strength, it's about strategy, coordination, and outlasting the opposing faction in epic large-scale battles. Prepare for a fight on 2 fronts. Test your limits. Project Epoch offers a range of optional challenge modes you can opt into at low levels, radically transforming how you experience the world, from unforgiving Soul of Iron to the adventurous Explorer's Contract. These modes push you to adapt, survive, and conquer Azeroth in entirely new ways, perfect for those seeking an extra edge of excitement. Renown and rewards. Project Epoch reshapes the reputation experiences by reworking how many classic Blizzard reputations are earned and adding exciting new rewards that make old favorites worth revisiting. Alongside these, Epoch introduces minor leveling reputations for both factions and major in-game reputations like Valor's Expedition and Smoky Wood pastures, offering fresh goals, exclusive rewards, and meaningful progression at every stage of the game. So that's pretty exciting. It seems to be a different take on the Bronzebeard server. And maybe this partnership is because of Bronzebeard being so close to what they do, which is pretty neat. So we'll see. It does definitely sound like something that we'll dig into and try and figure out. Let's see if we can get a dungeon going real quick. We have hit the 1 hour mark. I don't know how well we'll do as a tank, but... Alright, who is my healer? My healer is a Star Caller. Really? Where did all of that come from? Where's all of this? This is like the whole dungeon. What the heck? Like, what the heck was that? Yeah, we didn't do bad on damage though. Pet's bugging out, pulling. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna out DPS that guy. The Necromancer is level 55. So the Alliance characters have to beat that guy up. The Horde people just have to find him. Interesting. All right. Oh, man. I mean, we're not doing bad, but I also feel like we're not doing great. Oh, that's just a vengeful spirit. Those I can't do much about. Okay. I was trying to avoid that. I'm wearing all the correct gear. I think I just need more of the bulwark stuff instead of just the straight strength stuff. Am I lagging? Or did we? I think we already fought a lot of this stuff. Alright, because this healer is having a little bit of a difficulty, I'm going to go ahead and go with the healing aspect. Hello? Use abilities. I think we need to do whatever it takes to boost Blade of the Empire. The other thing I don't like is our healers. Is the Starcaller healer a DPS healer? Because I see the Starcaller doing more damage than healing. Just saying. Like, I'm not 100% positive on that. Okay. We have a quest in here for the book. Okay, we got the book. Okay. Pop the bobblehead for everybody. Yeah, we got time to do another one. Waiting on one deeps to say yay or nay. Okay, pop the bobblehead. Says we have no quests here. That's a bummer. Okay. Mm. Oh. I'm gonna have to look at the Starcaller, because I think he really is a DPS healer. I'm not 100% sure what's up with that. All right. Okay. Another disc. Summon another disc. Stand atop it, granting you levitation and reduced fall speed. I can go down here. We also picked up Isolate. Isolate yourself or an ally, reducing all threat by 100% for 10 seconds and causing all enemies to stop attacking the target and all spells currently being cast against them to cancel. So, meh. Wait, what'd they say? For me, there was no quests for this area, but that's fine. Cthulhu Blade. Smite only release 70 shadow damage. Generates. Why do we not have that? Is that... Oh, that's not our build. Dreadnought. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Sorry about that. One of the foster kids is heading out for a little while. Yeah, so. All right, let's leave. Party. Boom. Where were we headed? Oh, we were finishing the disturbance quest there. We did gain quite a few levels, though. We just jumped up to 25. So, 4 whole levels on that. Let's run into town real quick. Number 1, so we can actually make this our home for now. Because off camera, instead of doing like dungeons, I may do dungeons, but I may also do quests. But it just really depends on what we're doing there. But yeah, I think we should focus on seeing if there's anything that... hold on. Dang cat got stuck out here. Hold on one second. Well, beautiful. You knew they weren't staying down here that long. Come on. Come on. There you go. Oh, the cat likes to be wherever there are people until it realizes it can't escape anywhere. And then it's like, holy crap. I need to clean my controller, dude. Like I'm looking at my PlayStation controller because it's on my desk right now, and it's getting a little dirty because it's the white one. But yeah, I mean, like, it's so we want to let's do Blade of the Empire. Oop, I forgot the. So there's not much that does it. So we have Dreadnought level 15 passive, allows Blade of Empire to cleave 2 targets, which is nice. We don't get anything on this side until we get all the way down to Black Prayer. Instantly resets the cooldown of your Gaze of Cthulhu and applies absolute corruption to all enemies within 8 yards of your target for 8 seconds. Absolute corruption deals 177 shadow damage every 2 seconds and reduces attack speed by 20%. Your Gaze of Cthulhu, Blade of the Empire deal 20% increased damage to enemies affected by this curse. We could do that every 20 seconds. So that doesn't really boost it the way I was hoping. Over here we have 2 Void Strikes, Blade of the Empire, and Entropic Slam damage now increases based on your defense rating. That's good. The more defense we have, the better we can do there. And Bulwark of Horror. Blocking an attack now has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown of your Entropic Slam and refresh a charge of Blade of the Empire. Again, that's really good. The higher our blocking chances, the better. What about, let's see, what other skill do we have that would be really good? I mean, do we want to try and focus on Entropic Slam? See if there's anything for that? Am I spelling this right? Several points here. Disdain, your Entropic Slam and Gaze of Cthulhu now slow enemy movement, it's now slow movement speed of enemies hit by 50%. So just makes them move slower, I guess. We also picked up the reaching one-handed insanity no longer, reaching 100 insanity no longer causes total madness and instead depletes insanity. Your damage dealt is reduced by 10%, and Entropic Slam now drains 20 insanity. Okay. I don't like the reduced by 10% for our damage. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Each point of incident never reduces mana cost of your instant cast spells and abilities by 1%. Okay. Okay. What about Shield Toss? Is that... Ooh, that has a whole bunch of points. Okay. So there's obviously the Twilight Shield Toss. There is Twilight Incarnate. Damage dealt by Shield Toss now generates 3 insanity, which is good. Shield Toss now hits an additional enemy for every 20 insanity you have, or increases the damage dealt by your shield by 100 but causes it to no longer bounce. No, we want the bounce because we want it to generate more insanity, and this will allow it to bounce more based on how much insanity we have. So I like that. Void Enhanced Shield increases your block value by 10%. While above 60 insanity, the value of this effect is double, and your Twilight Shield Toss interrupts the enemy and prevents them from casting any spell in that school. So we automatically get 10% more block value, which we know we want. We're going to get even more, like it doubles if we're above 60 insanity. So really what we want to do is just try and max out that insanity and keep it right below 100, but above 60 consistently, which is good. Huh. Yeah. We'll go there and there to get that shield skill. But let's see. So this one is good. Tentacles. Casting Entropic Slam and Twilight Shield Toss now reduces the cooldown of Tentacle of the Old God and Empire's Grasp by 8 seconds. Wavering Hope. While above 60 Insanity, the cooldown of your Twilight Shield Toss is reduced by 2 seconds. General of Sarge. Dealing damage with Twilight Shield heals you for 3%. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Damage by Twilight Shield Toss now shields you, absorbing damage based on your defense rating for 8 seconds. That's awesome as well. And Void Augmentation. While Dreadnought is active, your Twilight... What's Dreadnought? Is that a... None of that. While Dreadnought is active? The heck is Dreadnought? Is that a skill? Do I just not have access to Dreadnought? Though a whole bunch of crap gets affected by it, so it must be really good. Well, those are our passives there. I think Dreadnought is a skill. Apply. That's fine there. We wanted to go grab this one, I think. And then we can pick up this one, I guess. Or is it just because we are a Dreadnought we get that? Is that what that... Prevention, Hoarder Bolt. Another disc, Presence of Cthulhu, Sanity Snap, or Tap, rather. Physical Dreadnought, level 10, Dreadnought, level 15, Test of Pride. Physical Safety, Entropic Slam, okay. Devour Curse, say. Yeah, so I don't see. So I think it's just worded badly. I think we are a Dreadnought, and therefore we get that. Like, that's just a thing that we get, right? Because like, I don't see a skill that's called Dreadnought. We just are a Dreadnought. Increases the damage absorbed by your Void Shield and Dreadnought. But I see no skill called Dreadnought either. Oh, here it is. Okay. Requires at least 80 insanity. Absorbs 500 in scaling with defense rating and stamina, protects movement speed from going below 80% of your normal speed. Lasts 8 seconds. It depletes all insanity upon expiration. We'll pop that down there in just in case we ever get a chance to do it. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, I need to get ready for work, everybody. I really appreciate you stopping by. Mango, thanks for saying hello. I agree with you. Again, that cultist sword and board is kind of weird. It should be a two-handed skill tree. That's just how I feel about it. Like I said, we've got some really good, exciting news coming. As I covered, we have Project Epoch coming. Bronzebeard is getting some new stuff as well. I think it's in relation or there's a correlation between the two, and that's why we're getting Epoch added to our stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but it's cool that we're getting it. So if you guys are on Epoch, and you are enjoying Project Epoch, just know that you guys are coming over to us at some point, and that we are picking up y'all's servers. If you are interested in checking it out, I don't think that their servers are currently live because of the portation between the two. But go check that out. It is on the Discord for Ascension. We have the announcement there as well. And yeah, so a lot of exciting news coming down the pipeline. We did really well today. We got all the way up to level 25. So technically we went from 17 to 25, which is great for today. We will get more done tomorrow. I'm also looking, like I said earlier, at changing up how we do the channel a little bit. And what I mean by that, like not major overhaul of anything, but what I'm thinking about doing is each day that we will stream a different character so that we can level multiple characters across the board. And then on my 2 days off from my job, we will work on just videos for whatever we've hit max level on. So I still have to finish the healer. Then we can move on to doing this guy, because he's also got 4 different specs, as well as the Sun Cleric having 4 different specs. So that's a lot of videos that we can get done for that. And then on top of that, I am doing a giveaway for members. Once we hit 5 members, I'm doing a giveaway. Anything that is on the Ascension store, if you, whoever wins that giveaway, will get to pick anything on the Ascension store that they want for any of the servers. Doesn't matter what it is, I will get it to you. So keep that in mind. If there is something on the store that you guys really, really want, as soon as we hit 5 members, I will do a giveaway. And then we're going to do a giveaway every time we get 5 more members. So at 10, at 15, at 20. And I'll make sure that I never pick the same person to win multiple times, unless, you know, I explode and get like 100 members or something like that. Then, you know, that might get a little crazy. But other than that, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure you subscribe. It's like 70-something% of people that view the channel are not subscribers. Please, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. It lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And they have been nice enough to give me some really cool perks for being part of the YouTube partner program this early on, which I absolutely love, and it's a blessing that they're doing that. And then on top of that, if you guys are only watching over on Twitch, please make sure that you are following me on Twitch. I go live as often as I can. I apologize about yesterday not going live. I wasn't feeling well. But as of my schedule right now, I will be live tomorrow after 7 p.m. It'll be probably around 8, 9 o'clock when I go live there. And then Friday, Saturday, we will be live starting at 8 p.m. Prior to that, I'll be online doing some stuff. I just won't be streaming it. But if you guys want to hit me up while you see me in the world, you are more than welcome to do so. I love playing with you guys. But I've got to go get ready for work. I got to eat. I got to do all that fun stuff. And be ready for work. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace out, heroes.